Good morning and welcome back to Video Down on the Farm. Yeah, you heard it right. It is morning, as you can see in the background. It's early morning, but it is morning. Yeah, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I'm in early to get some oilseed rape sprayed with pod stick to protect the pods from shattering. I'm doing this at this early time in the morning because the temperatures have been that hot. It's not really suitable for spraying when it gets above 22 or 3 degrees or even below. Really, it's better when it's 20 below. So that's why I'm in early. Got to get this on. So yeah, we'll crack on and hopefully we'll see you at the end of the video. I get to use the lights on my sprayer for the first time. Don't intend to make too much of a habit of this. Yeah, we've got a light up there over the filling station. Yeah, so see what I'm doing. Yeah, we put a pod stick on because obviously what the pod stick is, it's like a polymer coating, plasticky coating, what sticks to the pods, and it seals them and stops them splitting easy when you touch them or move over when they're 100% ripe. We do a split application, so we're putting half rate on now. Might be, I don't know, about 4 to 5 weeks prior to harvest, and then when we desiccate we shall put another application of pod stick on, the other half dose, just to make it complete, and it seems to work best that way. I know it's an extra trip through the crop, but yeah, it does seem to seal. It does, we find it does seal the pods. It makes it a lot better. So when they're brittle, as they are when they're desiccated and fully fit, we seem to save quite a bit of seed, especially you know, in the wheelings and that. We're in our best field of rape, the one that had the mushroom compost to start with. It's quite a tall crop, as you can see. It's getting good. Thank goodness for auto steer. As you can see, daylight is appearing now. But, yeah, 300 litres a hectare. We're trying to get it into the crop using 3 nozzles, and yeah, I've got an underbelly sheet on my tractor, so it's pushing it down. Hopefully, well, it is. It's doing a good job. But that's the disadvantage of a trail sprayer when you're desiccating crops like rape. But anyway, it's going well. So we'll see if we can get it all done before temperatures get up. The Humber Bridge in the background. Towers, the lights flashing on the towers, I you can pick that out. But yeah, it's going to be a nice day by the looks of it. Very warm. We'll get up to about 28 degrees, I think, today. Yeah, there you are, the boom lights are working well. See that they're all spraying. Not as good as the demand lights on individual ones, but I believe you can get them on these. But what bit we do, this was a bit cheaper option, so spot on. Well, I've just had a phone call to say that the pea viners are in our fields. So yeah, in luck this year, because I'm always away on holiday as a rule. But yeah, so yeah, we'll go have a look at them and see what it's all about and how the job's done. Hopefully it'll give you a bit of an insight into what you're eating on your plates, if you buy any frozen peas. Well, the viners at the minute, they're on what we call a sanitary break for 2 hours, where everything is power washed down with the water tank and their own pressure washers, and any maintenance done, what needs doing. As you see, they're going to have a look at the tines underneath, and yeah, all the bird's eye equipment, every group of peas, they all have their own equipment, including a fully equipped workshop and the tractors and trailers. Yeah, it's one self-contained unit. There's the water bowser with all the pressure washers on it. Look at that, 4 pressure washers, so they can wash down a lot of things at once. As you can appreciate, in a wet season they get muddy, and then all the pea haulm and everything has to get washed off, otherwise it would just block them up. This is what the front end of the viner looks like. These tines here, they flick the peas up like that, scoop them up and throw them onto a central conveyor underneath. Roll it round. Yeah, they go onto that conveyor there, sorry, middle, and then they're transferred up on that conveyor into the threshing drum. Don't know what else we can see. Yeah, this is the internal drum of the pea viner. So when we was near the front, that's where they come in on that elevator. If it's going to stop light. Yeah, onto this screen, and this screen's turning clockwise up. And then it goes up, and then these help it, these here, it's a beta, I don't know if you can see it. It flails them round and round and it goes over the top. And this one's doing the same, flicking them, smashing them against the side of the drum. And there's another one right at the top there. He's doing it, and then the peas hopefully roll down and through the screen, through these mesh holes, onto a central conveyor. Then any pea haulm is carried out the back by this auger, so where I'm standing, onto the floor. And then there's some side aprons under here, which we can't see, and the conveyor, they're going round, and it throws, yeah, the one below this screen, and any more haulm what drops through, it throws out the side of the viner. And then there's a central conveyor, which, I don't know whether we can see it, it's through the bottom there, that's it, through there. And then that takes all the peas right up to the top there, and then onto a bucket elevator that takes them round up to the top into the tank. But that's it, that's a better view now. Yeah, so they're the rotors, what I was saying about, and it goes round and it just thrashes the peas and pea haulm to separate it all out, and the pods, especially with that as well up there, and I say the auger. So, and then it takes it up to the top to the tank and a fan what cleans it. That's basically up on top's a great big fan what they can adjust to get a cleaner sample, and this is the extraction where it comes out, all the waste. Anyway, we'll see the tank tipping into the trailer in another video, in another part of the video. Right, well, I'm inside the workshop, come mess room, and I've just been handed a manual for the viners, lovely and thick, very interesting it is. And I've just found, because I'll just mention this, each outfit has their own dedicated mechanic to utilise the workshop, which can do everything in the field. It's a fully equipped workshop, as I said. Anyway, this manual, it's good, this is a good picture from what I was explaining, how the viner works. There you've got your picking reel, flicking them up round that drum onto the conveyor there, which brings them into the middle, and it goes up there, and then it's fed into this drum, which I'll show you in a minute how it thrashes them. Then when the peas are separated out, they go on that conveyor in the middle, and they drop into these buckets. And on the edge of these buckets, you can't really see in this picture, but there is a fan sucking a lot of any pod debris or any bits out, which are then coming out the sides here. Then it goes over the top, see the arrows coming, it goes that way, drops them onto another conveyor, and then this is another big fan, and it sucks any more debris off what there is. And then this conveyor drops them into this hopper, which is shown in the tipping position, which we shall see later. So that's the final screening, and they have a pod screen as well, a pod chain I believe it's called, what it said. Then that catches any pods what got through and puts them back into the system for another go, separating. But there's a picture here of the drum which shows it a lot better than my video. So you viewed from the cab here, so peas enter the drum, and this is going this way around. And all them different rotors in the drum, what we saw, is it alters the crop flow. So they come in, let's get the diagram right, yeah, they're dropped onto the drum, they're spread out. And the hang on a minute, we've got a bit of communication in the viners. Anyway, the peas go that way and it throws them, that drum is throwing them up, and it gets to number that one, then it throws them down. Then that big one in the middle, it throws them back up again to the side. Then that one redirects them back down onto here. Then it's thrashed again onto this one. And this drum rotor thrashes them back again onto the bottom. Then all the time this outer drum is rotating round. And that is a brush to keep the holes clean on the sieve, because these are all sieved. So the holes there, that brush keeps the screen clean. So as you can see, any bits of debris, peas drop out onto these two side conveyors. So obviously the peas roll down the side conveyors, and any bits of pod stick to it, and they're flung outside the back of the vinyl like I showed you. And then it goes on to that middle conveyor, which is that one. And then, as I said earlier, that throws them into the buckets. So that's just a basic explanation on how the pea vinyl works. And they can level, all this is on hydraulic leveling. So the drum is always kept level, side to side, even up and down hills. They can jack the back end up and lower it to keep this drum level, because it needs to be level, otherwise they either all roll to the front or all roll to the back. But yeah, that's basically how it works. Scooping them all up. Yeah, this is what's coming out. Pea horn, all threshed down. Yeah, no peas left in there. Real gentle on them, the internals. Yeah, good job. Well, I'm stood here with Nathan. He's operations manager for the purple pea group here. So he's going to tell us a bit about the harvesting operation. So over to you, Nathan. So how many groups does the actually Bird's Eye run?
So there's five groups in the green pea company. There's purple, amber, gold, silver and lime, and they're from all the way down in Lincolnshire towards Lincoln to Selby,
yeah,
to down in Holderness, and all the way up to Moulton.
Yeah, so each group is fully fitted out with their own viners, workshop facilities, trailers.
Yeah, each group, operation. Yeah. So we run 14 viners within the group, and we vine about 25,000 acres.
Yeah, that's a lot of peas, that is. Yeah.
So we're aiming for about 47,000 tonne
to
put into the Bird's Eye factory.
Yeah, that's a lot. So 2 hours, is that the time limit on getting them?
Yeah, from first picked to frozen.
Yeah.
2.5 hours,
Yeah, that's fast. Yeah, so you've got lorries here. Could you explain how the system works with the lorries then?
Yeah, so we're given a target from the factory, what sort of tonnage they want from us in the field. It's then put into wagons and up to the factory. So we've got four wagons with us, and we're running 24 hours a day.
Yeah, apart from your sanitary breaks.
Yeah, so we hygiene for 2.5 hours every day. So that's to wash all the machines off and maintenance.
Yeah. So I from what I understand, the lorries are assumed a slot in the factory. They've got to be timing critical.
So we work on shuttle sheets. We're on a 40-40 at the moment, which means 40 minutes vining and 40 minutes from the field to the factory for the wagons.
Right, so yeah, that's pretty military.
So we've got an A tip and a B tip,
yeah.
20 minutes for the A, 20 minutes for the B,
yeah.
and then straight to the factory.
Yeah.
On a travel time of 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's certainly military precision.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So, and they come and start sampling the peas a few days before the thing.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 days before the samplers will come out on the night, well, just early morning, and all the samples go to the factory. Then they're tested to see which ones are riper first, and that's where our fieldsman who works for Bird's Eye will send us to the correct field.
Yeah. So what sort of tenderometer range are they in then to be ideal for Bird's Eye?
These here are about just over 100.
Yeah, which is about right, perfect.
Yeah, about right. Yeah. From 95 to 105 is perfect. Yeah.
Because you've got to understand, these are Bird's Eyes. Other vining groups, they'll do them for canning and stuff, and the tenderometer they can take them a lot harder. Yeah. So it's not quite as critical timing as on them. Yeah,
not with Bird's Eye. It's very critical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
where
well, they all taste good. I do enjoy eating them. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Nathan.
Thank you, Simon.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So yeah, so you got a bit of an understanding there. It's been good to have a good chat. Quality load of peas. Brilliant. On to the next one. I'm on board one of the viners now, just having a look. Yeah, the front end, obviously the picking head, and as you can see, there's a hydraulic ram down there. It's got a flap on it which is adjustable, so when the peas are a bit thin like this, it's shut down, and it's to stop peas being thrown out, because obviously the drum's going that way, the picking times, and then open it up when it's a bit thicker. But, yeah. Well, with all modern technology, look at that. We've got Green Star guidance, hands-free, look at that. Anyway, I assume that all the AB lines are shared between all the viners.
Yes, yeah.
So that's good. So yeah, first lead viner.
He's the lead viner behind us.
All right.
So he sets the lines.
Yeah, he sets the lines, and
all the boundaries are already set in through the drills.
Right. Yes.
So,
yeah.
And then we come in.
And that's it. Yeah. And then the lines that you pick the lines up.
We pick
John
the line, depending on which way they lead.
Yeah. So we've got various cameras looking at the feed elevator, and then the front elevator there. Is it into the into
that's at the front under there.
Yeah. So you've got it
that's the on the top.
That's coming on the top.
And
Yeah.
You've got that one's front, but it's gone. That's one.
Yeah. I see. You've got a lot of cameras.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot.
So you can see what's happening.
Yeah. With us just hygiene in.
Yeah.
There you got that one. We've got the rear camera there.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that's a main one. Yeah.
Turn it off.
Yeah, brilliant. Then you've got obviously all your controls. It's a class cab, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a class
so then
cab.
You've got all your settings on there for engine speed, drum speed,
your tank, your header, conveyors on your header, top fan, bottom fan, and your beater. That's it.
Yeah, and everything's fully adjustable.
Everything's full adjustable.
Yeah. And the peas behind, you can see flowing into the tank. Yeah, they're all flying in. You can't actually see any more than that from in the cab. But yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. with having Green Star on, there should be 2 breeds left. How wide are the picking heads then? Are they 4 metres?
4 metres.
4 metres. So what are you setting your Green Star then? Are you?
I think you set it 3.3.
3.3. Yeah, you don't want to miss any.
No.
Yeah. The Viners are powered by a 434 horsepower engine which drives all the hydraulic pumps and the transmission. The tank on the Viner typically holds about 2,000 kilograms, although it's usual for them to put about 1,600 kilograms into the tanks before they tip into the waiting trailer. This is because depending on what the factory requires at set times, so the trailer will pay a visit to each Viner and then it will go and tip into the waiting shuttle lorries on the headland. The first tip of the trailer will be tipped into tank A on the lorries, then it will return back to the Viners to fetch another load from each one to put into tank B. The lorry can then depart to the factory and this will ensure that the field to factory time is less than 2.5 hours. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Video Dar on the Farm. Hope you like the insight into the pea vining operation. It's fascinating, really. Like I said, it's a military precision job, that is. But yeah, it was good to have a look at them. I've always been away on holiday when they've been in with the viners before, so yeah, it was good to catch up with them. Yeah, anyway, talking of holidays, yeah, I'm going away next week, but don't worry, there is a video to come. It'll be published on the Saturday and the Saturday after another one I've got already pre-prepared, so I hope you enjoy them. and please subscribe to the channel. It does help the channel, and thank you very much as always, and hopefully we'll catch you again and see you when I get back.